Cowboy Desert Warfare is a first-person shooter. I'll be going over what the game offers and hopefully help you decide if this is one for you. There is a story and it goes a bit like this. The bugs have uncovered a secret cave which houses something pretty special. You are Cactus Cowboy and it's your job to destroy the bug army and restore peace. Through the 8-hour long campaign you will fight across various terrains and meet various characters. There is a ton of dialogue to listen to which can be quite amusing at times. There are moments during the campaign which are more important than others, but overall it's not too bad. However, I did find myself tuning in and out as I didn't find the story too gripping. As for the gameplay, it's a first person shooter which some of you may already be familiar with, however let's go over the basics. First off, the game teaches you movement, you can jump and crouch. I didn't find myself crouching too much, but I did jump around quite a bit. Next off, let's talk about the shooting. If you've played any VR shooter you will feel right at home, and let me say this game has some smooth shooting mechanics. The aiming feels natural as does the reloading. Let's go over your belt. On the left and right you can house a pistol or SMG. When the gun is equipped the mag will show in the front of the belt. However, any grenade launcher shells stay on your chest and can be grabbed at any time. This can be frustrating as I found myself grabbing these during the heat of battle. Your assault rifle is stored on your back and as usual you reach over to grab this. Reloading is simple, you drop the mag out of your gun and then place another in by grabbing it from your belt. If you've completely used your previous mag you will have to cock the gun. During the game you will get various opportunities to upgrade your weapons. You can add sights, suppressors, lasers, grips and skins. This can make playing the game have that extra bit of longevity, especially if you want to unlock everything for each weapon. To buy the upgrades you need to use cash and this is scattered throughout the campaign. It can be spotted quite easily but yet it can take some time to get the attachments as they all vary in price. Personally I like this feature and it made me hunt down the cash and try and upgrade my weapons. The game also features a grip and flick system, which basically means if you point at an item and grip and flick your wrist, the item will come towards you to grab. It's useful at times, but I prefer grabbing items the normal way. Let's talk about the sound and voice acting. The soundtrack isn't too bad, and during certain battles you can hear some instrumentals. Sometimes I noticed this and sometimes I didn't. The voices are AI generated, but they ain't too bad. I found it to be off-putting with some of the characters and perfectly fine with others, although it's not the worst AI voices I've heard in a game.
Damn it. I know it wasn't a good idea to skip you on change.
Time for the graphics, and I'm sure this is what may put a lot of people off, and all I can say today is try and look past them. Sure, they're not realistic, but they do have a certain charm to them. The environments don't look too bad, although they are very similar throughout. The guns look great. Personally, I don't mind the graphics, and majority of the time I didn't stop to stare at them either. As for the settings, you can use smooth or snap turning, but there isn't any teleportation, at least that I could see. You can play the game seated, but I wouldn't suggest this as I couldn't adjust my height to reach things. There is a setting to turn off the motion intense level, so if you're someone that gets motion sickness, it's best to avoid these. Overall, Cactus Cowboy Desert Warfare is a fun game with a ton of action and a relatively decent sized campaign. Sure, the story isn't going to stick with you and you're likely to forget it. However, gameplay wise it shines, the shooting is great and fast paced and I genuinely felt like a badass, which is strange to say especially as you play as a cactus. I enjoyed the weapon variety and I found myself working towards adding attachments to all of my weapons. I did have a few issues which were items falling through some of the objects and tracking going off at times. So, should you buy this game? Well, if you enjoy fast paced first person shooters then I'm sure you'll have some fun with this, although don't expect a realistic meal sim as this game is a light-hearted shooter with great mechanics. If you don't like first person shooters then just avoid this one altogether. I will say though, if you haven't already played Plants at War, give that a go as if you like that then you'll definitely like Desert Warfare as it's an improved version of that game. So that concludes my review of Cactus Cowboy Desert Warfare. If you've enjoyed this video then make sure to stick around as I intend to cover all PSVR2 games, so you'll see the new releases as well as the old. Thanks for watching.